Biking is one of those great opportunities to really get out and see the city. And not only that, but the number of regional canal trails that we have, that traverse through Peoria and Phoenix. You can go all the way to Tempe Town Lake if you want it on the off-street network. You really do have the opportunity just to see your city and be a part of it. One of the things you always want to remember is your ABCs. Your air, make sure your tubes are inflated. Your brakes, that'd be the B. And then your C's are your chain, cassette, and crank to make sure that your chain is ready to go and you're ready to roll. Since we are here in Glendale, Arizona, you want to make sure that you do have sufficient amount of water. You need to start hydrating before you start riding, and then certainly throughout your ride as well. You want to make sure that you do have light clothing. Make sure that you are always wearing your helmet as well. And if you do not have any bright clothing, a safety vest is a good alternative.
Anytime you're riding a bicycle, you're required to follow all the rules, laws that apply to motor vehicles. If you're riding on a roadway or in a lane that can be shared by another vehicle, you're supposed to ride as close as practical to the curb so as to allow room for vehicles to pass you. When you're approaching an intersection, you have all the requirements the same as a motor vehicle would. If it's a red light, you're required to stop.
When you do use any sort of signals, they're very universal. It's just like a motorcycle. If you are taking a left turn, extend your arm fully out, your left arm specifically. A right turn, you will bend at the elbow to signal a right-hand turn. If you are stopping, that simply comes down. You are permitted to ride on the sidewalk. I think that's a common misconception that a lot of folks have. Arizona state law does not prohibit, nor does the city of Glendale prohibit riding on the sidewalk.
You need to be riding slow enough so that you are not posing a risk to any pedestrians and yield the right of way to the pedestrians. Even on there, you are still required to stop for a red light, for a stop sign, making sure that traffic is clear.
Or if you are going up on the sidewalk, you are treated the same as a pedestrian. You do need to come off the bike and walk within the crosswalk as well, like every pedestrian that goes across. Historically, we use white text on green signs that say bike route. These are areas where there is a very wide shoulder with a solid white stripe that you may see parked vehicles, you may see cyclists use these areas. The difference between that and the new implementing bike lane is you'll see the bike stencil. Within the pavement, you'll see a sign that says bike lane in black and white. This is a regulatory sign.
It's reserved for the exclusive use of a bicycle. Vehicles cannot drive in there. However, when approaching an intersection, there is a gap for a vehicle to be able to merge over if there's a dedicated right turn lane at an intersection. But don't insist on the right-of-way. Be careful. Look for those vehicles that are making right-hand turns, because if you're trying to insist on the right-of-way, you're going to lose that battle versus a car.
One of the things that always to be aware of as you are a cyclist and you do come out to the Glendale roadways, do always have your head on a swivel. Do everything that you can to protect yourselves. Do use the facilities to your ability, whether that be the sidewalk, lane of travel, or that bike lane for your exclusive use.
Follow the rules of the road, ride defensively, make sure other traffic sees you. Don't assume that you have the right of way. Don't assume a vehicle is going to stop for you. Make sure that you're safe. It's a lot better to take an extra 30, 60 seconds to get to your destination than to get hit by a car.